Hi, and welcome back. We are starting week 2 of our journey to elevate relationships. This is day 8. Last week was all about opening awareness. While it seemed like we spent a lot of time on the negative things, we truly needed to go there so that we can see the things that are standing in our way, that are preventing us from having the ideal relationship, that relationship that we dream of. We're going to continue with awareness throughout this entire process, and like we talked about yesterday, keep being aware. Be mindful of what's going on in your relationship. And when you do that, you have the opportunity to make shifts, to make changes, to release. Today, we're starting a week of tools that will help you be more authentic in your relationship, to help you be more you in the relationship. Today's tool is commit to give your 100%. Now, I know a lot of people, a lot of you, probably think you're already giving your 100% and more. You know, I'm reminded of the sports interviews after games where the athletes say, I gave 110%. Well, folks, that's impossible. You cannot give more than you have to give. The same is true for relationships. We often take on the responsibility, or what we perceive is our responsibility, to do more than our share to hold things together. We cannot do that and be authentic. What today's tool is about is to give your 100%. Give 100% of the love that you have to give. Give 100% of the compassion that you have to give. Give 100% of the kindness that you have to give. And no more. Now, some people feel like that's cheating the relationship, or that's giving up. It's not. When you give more, it builds resentment. It leads us back into judgment. It leads us back into comparison. You know, one of the greatest comparisons and I shouldn't say greatest, one of the biggest comparisons that's made in relationships is how much you do compared to how much your partner does. I've heard many people say, well, a relationship is 50-50. That is wrong. A relationship is 100-100. You give 100% of you, your partner gives 100% of them. Now let me tell you a little bit about percentages, this 100%. It changes. Today your 100% might be this. Tomorrow it might be something less, it might be something more. How you feel, whether you're well or not, whether you're happy or not, all come into play with what your 100% is. If you are extremely happy, your health is exactly where it needs to be, your 100% is going to be much higher than on a day that you feel ill. If you have the flu, that's kind of going around these days. If you have the flu, your 100% is nowhere near what it is when you are fully well. So the trick here is to bring in what we talked about last week and leave your judgments out of this. Your 100% changes. It fluctuates. Some days it's going to be extremely high, other days not so much. But it still holds true. Commit to give your 100%. Even on those days that you're not feeling well, if you give 100% of the love you're capable of giving that day, you have added to the relationship. On those days that you feel outstanding and your level of love that you can give is far beyond anything you've ever had, give 100%. Giving 100% is not about doing more. You cannot take on the responsibility of holding it all together all by yourself. Now, if your partner is not here watching this with you, they're not going to know this. They're not going to understand this. But if we look at them and we think they're not giving their 100%, we've fallen back into judgment. Their 100% may be different than yours. And thank goodness for that. Think of how dull it would be if everybody was exactly the same. The differences between you and your partner are what create the dynamic that so far is working for you, or that at least brought you together. It's also the dynamic that is going to take you to new levels. So today, I ask you to commit to give your 100%. And I ask that of you tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and for every day from here on out. Just give your 100%. When you do that, you can feel outstanding about yourself. You know that you are putting into this relationship everything that you have to give. And you take the pressure off of your partner, who may see you trying to do more than you're capable of doing, as a slight against them. Give your 100%. That's all you have to give. Focus on that today. Find out what you can let go of. Find out what you can add to. How can you adjust so that you can be at 100% in all that you do? Whether it's work or home or relationship, the love you give, the work you do. Give your 100% and no more. Once you adopt this thought process, once you adopt this tool as yours, you're going to feel a great relief. You're not going to try to do more than you can do. Give your 100%. Remember that it fluctuates day to day, minute to minute. It can be one thing now, and then in the next hour it can be something totally different. Your feelings, your wellness, your level of fun all come into play in determining your 100%. So go easy on you. Do not judge you or your partner. Give your 100%. And your partner, if they don't happen to be watching this, your partner is going to pick up on this. And they will start adding to their 100% as well, if they're not already there. Have fun with this one, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.